Welcome back to my animal room. It looks a little jumbled and messed up, yes, but I'm in the middle of a project, and I'm actually going to revamp the toad cage over here. Don't mind the buckets. That's all my maintenance stuff. That is going to be the new toad tank, and I'm going to attempt to do some video clips and show how I set it up. This right here is going to be a lot of the stuff that's going in it as far as like live plants. This was so graciously collected by my brother. Shout out to you, Jeremy. I got some really cool live moss and some really cool plants, so I'm going to use a lot of this for the substrate because there's a lot of good nutrients and nourishment in there. But yeah, and the other seeds. But right now, I got the toads in their little tiny cage right now, just waiting to be set up, and I got this guy. Look at this guy. This was just a little shoot when I planted it. Now it's growing out of the tank and just going crazy. So, yeah. Sorry about my fingers there. I got a lot to do. Hopefully, I can get it all on video and get some really interesting clips. But this is what it looks like before. You know, nothing much, just an empty tank. I scrubbed it and cleaned it, and it's just bare right now. I gotta put a false bottom. Gotta put a false bottom in there so it has a drainage layer, and I gotta do you know, soil and all that bioactive good stuff. I even have, go across here, on here, guppies want to be fed. I got my springtails and my isopods to be the cleanup crew for any mess and stuff that's in there that needs to be broken down. It won't mold and stuff. So yeah, let's get this started. I have to do a couple trimmings, some ports for that. I gotta collect what I want out of here, and then I gotta mix up the substrate. I'll get a little of that, but next scene that you see will be me adding the stuff in. So I'm not gonna spare, I'm gonna spare you the boring part of me cutting up tools. So, all right, now I'm rambling. Let me just get to it. All right, so what I did here was I cut some PVC tubes to support the false bottom. That's gonna go in here. That's gonna be suspended up off the tank. So it's gonna have a drainage layer from here to here, and that's gonna be just a void space. So when it gets overwatered, it'll just seep down into there. It won't rot the substrate. And then I'm going to install a little tiny drain pipe so I'll be able to drain it if it gets too full, because it will eventually fill up over time, but I have a way to fix that. So let's get that next step going. So what I did was I took a suction cup and I took an airline tube and I dropped it all the way down below the plenum, or the actual false bottom. So the false bottom will sit here, suspended by these PVC pipes, and then what I'm going to do next is put a layer of mesh. It's I can't remember what it's made out of. It's window screen mesh. It's not metal. It won't degrade or rust under moisture, so if you're doing this, that's what you got to make sure you use. But this has a little nozzle to stop the flow, and when this fills up to the level that I don't want it to, before it gets up to the top here, I will connect another hose to it and basically just siphon the water out, and then drain it, because I'd really hate for this to get swamped with water. So let's start adding in the substrate. So before you add the substrate, which I got mixed up right there, it's just a mixture of organic potting soil, some sphagnum moss, wood chips. I can't remember what reptile and amphibian wood chips they are, but I have some of that mixture mixed in with it, so that'll be our substrate. But before the substrate, for efficiency, you gotta add activated carbon. This is all I have. It'll work, but it acts as a purifying agent for the water going through. And it helps the terrarium last longer. So once I get the mesh down, I will put a layer of this, and then I will put the springtails on top of that, and then the soil. So let's get that going. So I got the charcoal in. That's all I have, so it's not much, but it should do the trick. But I also have my springtails. This will help be the cleanup crew of the terrarium. So when mold starts happening and stuff breaks down, these guys eat the mold and keep it nice and healthy. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of dirt on top of that, sprinkle these on top of the dirt, and then put more dirt on top of these guys, because these guys will burrow through the dirt and be no problem. And then once I have enough dirt, I'll start scaping. So let me get some dirt now. Alright, got my thin layer of soil going, so I'm going to add the springtails. Just spread them graciously all throughout the terrarium. There they are. Probably see them crawling around, but they will be the spring cleanup crew for this tank. So all you have to do if you wanted to keep these guys is keep them in a container with charcoal and a little bit of water. So I bought these from the pet store, but I probably could have made a culture before I did this, but I just want to get this going and I don't mind buying them. So maybe I'll do that later, show you guys how to do that, but there's plenty of tutorials on the internet on how to do that. So let me get some more soil and then we can start scaping. Alright, so I got some extra light because it was getting hard to see. I put the soil in, everything's in place. I'm just starting to scape right now. I just have some of my hard items that I know I need in here, like the water bowl. I will need the food bowl. That might go in this area because they do like to feed over here. I wanted to incorporate this piece of log because it looks really gnarly, and I got this cool little, I don't know if it's a church or just a cabin, I don't know, but I think that'd look rad in there with some plants coming out the back and maybe like a log or something up in here. But this is what you got to do. You just got to go for it, get your stuff, and place things. So next time I unpause the video, it's basically going to be mostly set up. So I'm not going to do the whole process of me because it's going to be trial and error and what I like. So this is what it looks like now. When I continue, you're going to see what it looks like finished. Alright, wish me luck. Alright, it is all set up. Took a little bit, but I think I got something down. So let me give you the tour. And watch that. Make sure they don't jump out. They do like to jump out. So, what we got. This is what we got. All natural plants. Got some, well, those aren't natural. Those are fake. Those are fake toadstools I got from Hobby Lobby along with the house/church little thing. But no, I got their water bowl over to the left, got their food bowl over here in the middle, and that's so their worms don't crawl away. They do eat crickets, but I will release crickets in there, and then they hide and they like to hunt for them. So yeah, this is what I got. I got pothos in the back right. I don't know what that is called. I really like it though. It comes out of my mom and dad's cedar swamp. I have a cedar branch there, of course, but everything is moss covered. I have a little pathway of rocks, kind of break up the monotony of all the different mosses. I did water it. It doesn't have much water down on the bottom, but that's good, right? But you can see here that the layer starts and it's suspended, so it doesn't go down into the water. It's lightly misted and ooh, I got the fog coming out, getting in my way. But yeah, this is the soil level. I do have a thick layer of moss that will root itself, hopefully. I mean, I should have let the moss grow and fill out for a while, but I wanted to get these guys in there. I mean, they're already enjoying it, looking around. So I do have 4 toads. This is a lot more room for them. But yeah, I will give an update when it's due, probably in a month, because by that time the plant should have grown in and established and really done something. So yeah, I got the fogger going up there. That is for the for the Chinese water dragons, but it's humid in the room already, and they swim in their bowl all the time. So I'm just gonna keep it hooked up to the tow tank and have it going maybe twice a day, giving it a good little misting of humidity. So let's close this up and see what it looks like from afar. Make sure the track is clean, because it won't shut when there's debris in there. Locks, boom. There we go. That is the finished tow tank. I might upload a video of them eating, because, you know, everybody loves seeing a video of animals eating, so I will do that either later tonight or tomorrow. But there you go, guys. There's the uploaded video of me doing my new toad tank. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Other than that, do what you do best. Watch YouTube for a couple hours and forget about your responsibilities. Alright, till the next time.